So tell us a little bit about how the company is structured. What are the different parts? And specifically, how do you keep the Wolfgang Puck brand consistent and intact, associated with high-end restaurants like Spago, but then also with airport restaurants?
Two big questions. We started out really as one restaurant, a true mom and pop, if I can use that, and evolved into a small, if I can say and use the word conglomerate as it relates at least to fine dining and restaurant-related activities. Back in the early 80s, it was just Spago. It morphed into a couple of other local restaurants that we then got involved in hotels, made our way to Las Vegas and other cities. We now have 12 fine dining restaurants with 4 more coming this year. And as an offshoot of that, Wolf got involved in quick service restaurants, or we have now named them gourmet express restaurants. He also got involved in catering and doing whether they be small individual parties, bar mitzvahs, whatever, or big Governor's Ball, Academy Award, to venue catering. And similarly, people wanted his food in stores. Could they buy it prepackaged, or could we sell the pots and pans and other cooking apparatus that made him successful? So all of these things, I would like to say, were strategically planned, but they weren't. They sort of came along, and we developed ultimately 3 different companies with Wolf as the umbrella, but each company separately distinct. The Wolfgang Puck Fine Dining Group, which I oversee, which handles the soon-to-be 16 restaurants. Wolfgang Puck Catering, which handles not only events in Los Angeles, but venue catering throughout the country. Walker Art Museum, Boston Museum of Science and Industry, DeYoung in San Francisco, just to name a couple. And then a third company, which is called Wolfgang Puck Worldwide, which is his licensing arm, and also the arm that handles the quick service restaurants. So we have these 3 companies, which we got our arms around a couple of years ago. Leads into your next question, which was, how do you brand that? Well, I wish we again had a strategy for that. We had Spago, we have Chinois, we have Post Trio, we have Cut, we've got the Gourmet Express, we've got all this stuff. And we realized we needed help. So we raised our hands and hired Landor last year to help us get our arms around what we had and how we could brand really what had become the iconic part of our company, Wolfgang Puck. Not necessarily the man, but the name. And we spent quite a bit of time trying to understand what that was and how we could promote it. And we're really just rolling that out now. And that really was to clarify the 3 different companies and their directions, but have some symmetry.